What's up, JK? How you been? A little bit of a gap down. I think I'm looking for a long sometime soon. I kind of missed the long. Well, I wasn't even streaming at this time, but Globex Open was right here. This could have been a scalp. It looks like NQ is a tiny bit stronger than ES. I have a level at 613, 615. But I also have a level at 7375 here. I am worried that it's both below Globex opening, but I feel like just the environment we're still in that environment where it's like you just buy long and then just walk away. That's what it feels like. After the Apex moved me to live, I'm pretty low on funded accounts, but I think I'm starting to work my way back up because I have funded next. I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I have 14 accounts that are only 250 bucks away from passing. I think right now I have like 5 top step accounts. One My Funny Futures account. 5, 6, about to be 7, 8. Wow, I only have like 7-ish to 10-ish funded accounts right now. Apex was a majority of it, just because you can have 20 accounts with them. But hopefully I can get out of these 14 funded X accounts, I hope to get a majority of them passed. I think I only need 250 per account. Let me check if my consistency is still good. I made 500 per day on the legacy accounts. I think it's 40%. I made 500, 500. I'm at 1,000. I need to make 250 more, but I wonder if I should make 300 just to make sure that I hit the consistency. Oh yeah, I need to make about 260, not 250. Let me go to my largest account. Largest account is which one? 6606. This one needs, oh shit, this one needs 400. Let me buy some My Footed Futures accounts real quick. I'm gonna buy 3 Flex accounts. What's up, Luke? I'm trying to figure out if I should. If I should go for the 50K accounts or 25K accounts for the Flex accounts on My Footed Futures. I guess the 50K are fine. So my Lucid accounts are 1/3 of the way to being funded. So hopefully I can get those funded in the next. Well, it takes 5 days in total, but make 1K per day. I can finish in 3 days and then flip the rest of the days, just like 1 micro. Oh, Luke, I saw the I caught up on the games. It was I think you guys against SK, then you guys against Fnatic, I think. So you guys are basically what, 8-1 or 7-1 now? I think you guys are 8-1 now. That has to be like some of the best. Like one of the best in the bracket, right? Eight one so far, best results for my org historically. Dude, that's insane. What do you think changed? Like, what was your record last year? Was it the same players? Change our supports throughout the year and millennium for this year. This year we haven't made any changes that we've clicked. Nice. Some changes to staff too. many more games do you guys have? I'm excited to see how far you guys go. So you wait for the weekend to see how the rest of the team are going to play in Madrid. That would determine if it would be number 1 or not. Gotcha. If you're number 2, will you still have a chance to make it to Worlds or no? Or only the that other one that you mentioned? The one in South Korea. Worlds qualifiers are at the end of summer split. We're still in spring split. Gotcha. Looks like good news coming out of the war. We'll need to wait for Iran's. I don't think a deal has been signed yet. So Trump says that Iran will have a nuclear weapon. They agreed. And what else did they say? Very positive discussion. I think Trump said we'll know more in 1 week. Oh yeah, right here. Timeline about Iran is 1 week. Need a good solid dip, 100 to 200 points. That'd be a pretty good dip. Israel will act anywhere if opportunities arise. What does that mean? Strike on southern suburbs. Like what is this? Iran's major general, US seeking action on reopening Strait. Iran won't allow this. He says the battlefield must confront US and reap our gains from this war. So Iran still wants something. US cannot escape the regime with a mere show. It's basically Trump saying what Trump usually says, like, oh, it's always a good talk. Oh, we're always making good progress. And then someone from Iran is like, no. So Iran's response to US views on Iran's 14-point proposal has not yet been conveyed to Pakistan, okay? This whole thing feels like the tariff stuff all over again. Remember the tariff stuff where it's like, oh, we're increasing tariffs. Oh, we actually have a deal. Oh, we're going to increase if you guys do this. Oh, we're going to back down. That was an insane time. And now it feels like the same all over again. But I don't Thanks for bringing your TDS to the channel. What's TDS? $29K overnight, here we come. Dude, there's gonna be a ceasefire failure and then we're gonna go to 30K in one day. Oh, what's up, Wolf? I've been doing pretty decent. Just past 300K, but I got moved to live with Apex. So 20 of my accounts, I'm down to like 7 accounts now because 20 of them were with Apex and there was 42.5K of buffer across all those accounts. So now this is being moved to live. So I'm waiting on those accounts. Some people have waited for like a month. Trump derangement syndrome. I'm starting to feel that. I'm starting to feel like just going crazy with that. I think everyone encounters that like a little bit. Where it's like, what the hell is going on? I haven't gotten any, well, I've only got moved live 2 days ago, I think. It was basically the beginning of this week because what sucked was I was going to request like 2 payouts, but then I checked my man, I'm sad I missed this Globex long, but when I went to go request them, I saw that my account was under maintenance when the website was not under maintenance. So I thought I was banned. You know, live seems to be like a soft ban, but I think on Twitter some people are getting a little bit more information, I think today. So hopefully it doesn't take too long for me to get my live account. Whether it's live accounts or getting paid out, I don't really mind either. Like, I wouldn't mind taking the 42K. Just because that would give me a pretty good bump this year towards my goal. That can be said about any administration. Yeah, that's true. I just haven't really traded in any administration. Like, I've only been trading props for like the last year, a little bit over last year. So it was like, I think I started trading props the middle of last year, like taking it seriously. And that was during, must have been April or May when I started. So I've only lived through the tariff, I think 1 or 2 war events, or I guess 3 including this one. But from the people that have traded a bit longer than I have, they said that the other administrations felt a bit more like not as news heavy. I don't know if you guys have experienced the same thing. All right, 7 o'clock, it's flat. So technically the overnight model is I can short or long on any pullback or any overextension. But honestly, this feels like, and it's felt like this for a while. It just feels like you click the buy button, close your eyes, and then come back. So I'm looking for a dip to buy. I have a level at 28617 and 7375, but I don't think I would mind another Globex tap. But ideally, it wouldn't be soon, because I prefer Globex to be touched once and then we rally up for a while. We either rally up for like 50, hold on, 62, we're at 92, 20 points. Ideally, we rally up like 50-ish points. And then if we dip back down to Globex, then I'd buy it. But this kind of rally has been pretty shallow from the Globex tab. My Fund and Next accounts only need about 250 bucks. So I'll probably buy the dips on the way down. Now I can't really show those because they have my full name on them. But let me see if I have any other accounts. I have Lucid accounts. I could throw one in. And I should buy some more Take Profit accounts. Did data ever work? It's an oil and currency data 2, gold 2. I actually haven't used it yet. But if you want the I could send you the code that I promised. But it has to be 3 months because somebody else also sent me about another. Someone also sent me like a decade's worth of data. If you're still interested, let me know. I think I'm done developing the percent line model. It's going pretty good. I think in the past 20 trades, I think 19 of them hit take profit. So I'm done developing that one for now. I don't want to overfit it. And now I'm working on the options model. Yeah. So my premium system is basically 2 indicators called the percent line models and the XYZ lines. So the percent line models, and they're both super easy to trade. It's just support and resistance levels. So the percent line model for yesterday, and historically the percent line model is, it occurs 1 in every 3 days. So you can think of them as simple support and resistance numbers. So here's one of them. The stop loss is usually, I believe, it's about like 200-ish. And then the take profit is anywhere between 40 to 100, depending on price action and how you want to deal with scalps and runners. I personally take it with 2 accounts, 1 account as a scalp, 1 account as a runner. So it's a very negative RR trade, but in the last, for this new model, it's had a 95% win rate in the last 20 trades. That alone is already worth what, like 1 or 2 payouts? That already covers X amount of accounts. So for a 50k account, it would usually be about 5 micros. 5 micros if we assume the worst case, which is the lowest take profit is 40 points. What, 19 trades of 40 points? And I think we had 1 loss, but the 1 loss didn't hit the max stop loss. So let's just put in the max stop loss of like 250. So for the past 20 trades is net 510 points, which I don't know how much that is, but it's a lot. But basically there's support and resistance lines. And then the new one that I'm messing around with is the XYZ lines. These are also support and resistance lines based off of options data. So for the X line, and this one didn't work out today, this one's a better RR. I still need to forward test this and back test it. I only have 1 month of data for this. It was about a 100 point stop loss to a 40 to 60 point take profit. And I think this is roughly, it's been really great. I think it's been like 70-ish% win rate. These get calculated every day near the market open, and it takes a blend of from 0 DTEs to an X amount of DTEs for the XYZ, and then the MX, MY, MZ is a blend of some X days to monthly days of expiration. So I think the Z line has been pretty good for the past, when was this? This one we didn't hit today. I think this one was the one I was trading a bunch yesterday. It was this initial short, and then this short. And usually the first 2 taps are where it's the strongest, because this second one, especially with the previous day's high right here, it's kind of just sticking above the previous day high. And then it flips to support. Usually if it doesn't work out in, like, what I've seen is usually if it doesn't work out within, I would say 20 to 30 minutes, it's a pretty bad sign, especially because it'll flip to support here. How getting into the data? Think or swim. So I pull options data every single day, and I have a bot that basically spits it out every single day. And then with this bot, it'll also help anybody else that wants to back test. I am missing 1 day, I think 1 or 2 days here because I wasn't home. And I don't have it completely automated. And the reason why I made this was because the percent line model that I currently trade with, it's not very actionable. It takes 1 to 3 days for it to show up, and that's just too long. So I have to make something that can trade day by day, like that almost is guaranteed to show up at least once in a day. So if we were to dip below to 7375-ish, I'll probably take a long. Or is that 7377? What is that? Is this 77? No, it's like 75. If we dip here, I'm gonna long. If we dip here, I'm gonna long. Get up here, I'm gonna short. If we get up to anything up here, no, nothing up there. So no levels to short off of for NQ. But I also trade NQ for every single position. I don't really bother switching to ES. And that kind of bites me in the butt sometimes, because sometimes NQ, like for the past couple of days, it'll just be a lot stronger than ES. Right now, NQ is stronger than ES, so I don't love taking a short, but I think I'll still take a crack at it. Especially if we go up to 7425. I'll probably also take a crack at 74,000 flat. Just for the thousands level. Do you use developer in Schwab? Yes. I'm not too sure how to trade it yet. But I mean, how about next week or something? I'll DM you and check it out. Yeah. There's also a 7-day free trial. But basically, they're all support and resistance lines. There's really nothing too complicated about it. The only complicated thing is where to DCA, because even though it's for the XYZ lines, so risk to reward is about, for NQ it's about 100 to 40 to 60. Within this 100 points, there's still an opportunity to DCA, which means on the tap is a decent entry, but anywhere above, for any model, is always a better entry, because you're going to increase your cost basis if you're going to short. If you're going to long, it's the other way around. That's the hardest part about trading, is figuring out the best way to DCA. Same thing with my percent lines. But I usually always take one entry on tap, just like today. Just like today, it was pretty spot on, and you couldn't really DCA any further on this one at 7 o'clock. Like a 10-point DCA is pretty aggressive. But yeah, you can definitely reach out to me. There's not many nuances. The only nuance is for a news event. For a news event, you need to let it cool off. So the news event overnight was right here. So if this news event were to send us up here, you don't take the trade at all. But because it cooled down for, I mean, how long has it been? 4:50 was when it happened. It cooled down for almost 3 hours. Well, 2 hours and 20 minutes. And then I took this. And there's also a halfway point. But the halfway point is only for people with a lot of accounts. I think I describe it in the percent line reversal model. So I have a whole channel dedicated to it. So this is the channel dedicated to the model, and this is the historic bull bear. So I'm pretty sure I went back and calculated it for the new percent line model. It's been about 19 out of 20. And I don't count one of them because I used it for data. Which one did I not count? I counted all of these. I think the one I didn't count was, oh, it was this one, because this was a Trump news event. Yeah, send me a message. And I'll get that code for you. I need to double check what you sent me. If you have any 1 minute data, I don't know if it's 1 minute or 5 minutes that you sent over. Oh, I think you sent over 5 minutes. Okay. If you have any 1 minute data, I think that might help a lot more. I think that's the next data set that I'm sort of looking for, because 5 minute is good, but you can't, within those 5 minutes, if you have a tighter stop loss, that candle can hit your entry, stop loss, and take profit all in the same candle. So it's tough. Sadly, no 1 minute that's trustworthy. Okay, gotcha. Just because of 1 minute, it's. I could try to find some filters, like if a candle is like a 100-point candle, we need to filter that out. So don't enter on a 100-point candle, because if our take profit was like, if our entry, or let's say, I'm just gonna do an extreme example, but if our entry was right here, is right here for this little, was like a doji candle, and our stop loss is right here, and our take profit is right here. I've noticed that when Claude sees this one candle, it hits your entry, your stop loss, and your take profit all in the same candle. So what it does is it just automatically assumes that it's a win when it wasn't. So then how would you filter that out? That's something that I would have to. I do have a you longing it for NQ today? I probably will. I don't even mind longing like here, but ideally I'd want this candle to dip down to here, to Globex open, and then long Globex open. What sucks about developer mode for Schwab is that you need to update the auth token every week. So if I'm not home for 1 week, like recently, I went to a conference for my job, and then the token expires in that week, I can't refresh it from where I was. And it's like a pretty annoying process. You're on a 4-day win streak today, you got greedy, now minus 100. Dude, it happens. It's been tough. It feels like just survive. If you can survive, I feel like 100 points of drawdown to the downside, I feel like you can just buy anywhere and it'll be fine. NQ is a bit stronger than ES, so I am looking to long, and if I were to long one of the indexes, it would be NQ. I don't know when a healthy dip is coming. It may never come. Can I post a link? I don't think YouTube has links allowed, but you could try. Because I don't know how the YouTube permission stuff works. I usually don't. Let me see if I have a setting that's like no links allowed or something like that. What, manage? No, don't exit stream. No. Channel level setting. Overlay. What? The default overlay will provide a countdown for the duration of the break you choose. I don't know what that means. Were we allowed to post it? I don't see it on YouTube. On my Discord, there should be no Backup brought data from that website before. That link is for NQ 1-minute data. I don't see it, but if you could DM it to me, I could open it on stream. Oh, just barely tapped. Oh, you posted it in the Discord general chat? That would also work. Yeah, for my Discord, you should be able to post links. I don't think I deleted anything permission-wise. Back adjusted 1 minute. Interesting. $2009. Oh, this is pretty good. I might buy this. It's only $10. MT4 test. I'm not sure what that means. Yeah, $10 for that. That's like almost 20 years of NQ data. That'll be real. That'll actually be really, really good. Just because of that one issue I was talking about. I'm sure there's some other issues I can't think about. I haven't opened and tried refining the models in like the past, I would say 2 weeks. I'm kind of letting it play out now. I think I'm happy with where the models are right now. The only thing is that I would have to consider what are the best take profits and what are the best stop losses. You were shocked how much money I made this year? Definitely goals for me. Yeah, everyone, you know, I didn't start making all this money out of the gate. It started with slowly with, you know, the first payout, second payout, third payout, and then reinvesting them. I basically reinvested every single one of my payouts just because I have a full-time job, so I don't need the money. So if I can scale appropriately, like I wouldn't be opposed to investing 100% of all my prop payouts. It's just I can't spend all that money in a month. I don't think it's possible. Unless well, actually it is possible if I copy trade. If I buy like max evals, copy trade them all, and then blow up once, that would be like, how much would that be? That's like 500 to 600 per account, or no, per 5 account. 7-ish firms with 5, let's say 600, let's say 650. So 650 times, I have Top Step, Lucid, TPT, iFunded Futures, FundedX, Creatify, and Lucid. 7 of them. They can each support about 5, so times 5. Yeah, if every single day I buy max evals, copy trade them all, and blow them all up, and then do this multiple times per day, because one blow up of all my accounts would be about 3,000 USD. What amount of money, with the amount of money you are making now, have you ever thought about quitting your job? No. I would have to make, because you need to think about it, it's not net, right? So if it's not net plus they take taxes, it's not a livable amount. I would have to make net about, I think I looked up a calculator for it, like it's called like Financial Independence Retire Early calculator. It's called like the FIRE movement. And I think for the US, where I'm from, I think it's like 1.9 million or 2 million. And then you can take out 4% per year. Let's do some math. So 1.9, let's just say 2 million. You have $2 million. And there's like a rule where it's like you can withdraw 4% every year. And then you let the rest of it, you know, just continue growing. So what? Times 0.04, which means you can pull out $80,000 per year. And I don't think this is taxed, because I think if you don't have a job, man, I haven't looked at it in a while, but if you don't have a job or something like that, I think you can pull out money from your investments with almost no tax to it. So this is almost 80K of just no tax money, which is almost equivalent to a what, 100 and something K salary. So my number to quit working is probably 2 million net, like 2 million like actual dollars in my investing account, which I am nowhere close to. I think I'm like, if I count everything, I don't even think I'm 10% of the way there. I'll need to double check. I haven't really kept up in a while. So that's when I quit my job. And just because if I do quit my job, like let's say I quit my job and then for May, so far I've had a positive in net green month every single, you know, month. I think January I made like, I don't know. How many total payouts did I'm too lazy to go look. But if I make 300K, so let's say for January, February, March, April, 300K per month. No, I think in total, okay, what was my net? I did this. My net income, expense, basically 200K. So let's say 40 per month. And then for this month, I lose like, I don't know, minus 100. So this would be a really, really bad month if trading was my full-time job. Not only would I not be able to, like, I'd have to withdraw from basically these two. I have to withdraw from these two with only 60K left. I have to pay like rent, food, going out, etc. Right? It's just not worth it. And I generally think that if I didn't have a full-time job, I would trade a lot worse than I usually am. The reason why I can trade and like I don't really feel anything when I trade. I think the worst feeling I feel when I'm trading is I get annoyed. That's it. But if I didn't have a full-time job that pays for all of this, I guess a lot depends on how expensive your lifestyle is as well. Yeah, the US is not like it's not the cheapest. And my income like covers all of this. And my income basically guarantees that if a month like this happens, I can continue trading the next month. What's next month? J? What's next month? June. J. Right? Now all of this is all payout money, so I would never do like minus 100 and then minus 300. This will never happen to me because of how I budget. So if I was starting out, a lot of people ask me like, starting out wise, the budget should be however much you can spend in a month. Like when I first got out of college and I got my first full-time job, I immediately went to Excel and I just downloaded a budget spreadsheet and I put in my income, how much taxes take out. Well, I think you can put in post-tax income. So I put in post-tax income, how much goes into my retirement, how much goes to food, rent, gas, basically all of this. And then I had another section, the last section, which was just like, you can call it gambling money, GM. And I was fortunate enough to have $500 per month to gamble with. And this translates to about 5 or 6 accounts per month. And then assuming that I get a payout, this gets bigger and bigger and bigger. That's basically how I got to where I am now. But yeah, I don't really have an expensive lifestyle. I don't think. I don't really buy a lot of stuff. Although this year I am going to Japan and I am going on a cruise next year. About to hit True Day Open soon. What's the True Day Open? Oh, is it 8? Oh, you want to take the trading serious? Definitely goals to hit the number you are hitting. Yeah, I think a lot of people want to take trading, like they want it to be like a full-time thing. But it's hard because trading is the one job you can have where you can show up and you give the boss your money. You show up, you do everything right, you do everything perfectly, and at the end of the day, you hand your boss X amount. Gone. It's the one job where you lose money. Right? An actual job is guaranteed money. And what sucks is that not many people know, but how props are set up is sort of like how the stock market is set up. And what I mean by that is that it takes money to make money. Right? And I'll give you an example. Somebody, I don't know if you guys are familiar with trading stocks, but somebody comes up to you and they ask you this, and I hear this all the time on Reddit. Mostly because Reddit has a whole bunch of people from everywhere, and they can't usually put like 25, 50, 100K into a trading account and trade like that, right? So like someone comes up to you and they say, I have $500 to invest. I mean, what do you say to them? For me personally, I would say this $500 is better off invested in yourself. Learning new skills. Learning skills to give yourself a job that pays more. Right? Because what will $500 do if you invest it? Or if you put in a stock market? It's the same thing with prop firms. If you put in $500 into prop firms, this is nowadays, this is less than 5 accounts. This is like four accounts. Let's say 4 accounts. The odds of these 4, it's not even funded accounts, these are 4 evals. The odds of these 4 evals generating you an income that's greater than 500 is extremely low. more often than not, you're basically just throwing this money away. I mean, just look at the math that TopStep provided. What was the math that TopStep provided? TopStep payout data Reddit. Okay. Okay, here we go. So this is, I'm pretty sure this is actually from TopStep. So 16.8% of all combines became funded. This means that the odds across everybody is about, what is that, like 1 in 6, 1 in 7? It's about 1 in 6 to 1 in 7 chance of evals becoming a funded account, right? Which means, yes, this math is correct. And I didn't even have to look at this this percentage yet, right? Which means that according to the math, if you put in $500 into 4 evals, the math supports that you will blow them all up. Not even a funded account, not even a payout, right? Not even close to a payout. To a funded account, you're gonna blow them up. 51.8% of individuals who entered one or more trading combines advanced that funded in at least, wait, yes, okay, so this is for 2025. I don't even know what this means. 51% of individual participants who entered one or more trading combines advanced to the funded level in at least one of the, okay, so if somebody buys 1,000 evals and they make it to funded once, they get included in this 51.8%. 33% of all individual participants at the funded level receive a payout. Okay. So you have 16.8% become funded. To become a funded account. In that 16.8%, there is a 33% you get a payout, which means, how much is that? You can see how the math just gets worse and worse, right? It's less than a 4%. Right. Excuse me. And then less than 1%, we called up to a live account. Which is, you'll have to be within here. So within, well, let's just say within here. Well, no. To go to a live account, you need 1 payout. So you have to be here. So 1%, it gets to, well, let's just use this one. So a live account is about 1.6%. Probably closer to 1%. You start doing this math and it becomes pretty obvious that the prop firms are basically just a way to sell dreams to people. Now, it does include a bunch of people that maybe may not take trading as seriously as some others. But I mean, these stats seem to be, they seem about right. Now, with a large amount of money, and as you scale, you can sort of start trading in a way that you start beating these numbers. It's tough, but it's possible. It's basically what I do. You don't even have to be a great trader to do it. Same thing with the stock market. If you have enough money, you don't have to be a great trader, right? You just put in money and then you hold forever. And I'll give you a very extreme example. Let's say you had $1 billion with a capital B, right? And you buy one micro. What's the percentage of you winning with this one micro? You have $1 billion. Well, it's basically 100%, right? This is sort of gives you the hint about how to beat prop firms, how to beat trading in general. You just have enough money. I kind of missed this dip. The entry in the overnight model is 15 minutes of selling. The entry was right here, which actually coincides with Globex. Thoughts on NQ? My thoughts are you buy long, survive long enough, and then you take profit whenever you want. That's what it feels like. Let's see if we're near anything. Yeah, this was kind of what I was looking for. This was the Globex trade. 6-2, only 15 points. Kind of greedy to hop in right now. Tokyo open in 5 minutes will be action. Yes, let's wait for the 5 minutes. Let's see if the 5 minutes will have us crash down below this. Every single day it's just scary to long because like there's just like a void below where you are. Like look at where we're at. Like a dip here, I wouldn't be surprised. A dip here, I wouldn't be surprised. And this is 300 points. Think of loading up on shorts of a type stop loss? Maybe. We'll see. It's pretty flat right now. Like we went nowhere. All right, 3 more minutes. Let's see. See what we get. I gotta start paying attention to the 8 p.m. Tokyo Open. I don't really put too much weight behind 8 p.m. I know that it's like a big time for gold. Oh, there's some games on. Let me check the stats of some of the games. Let me check VIX too. I think VIX should be pretty healthy. Not as healthy as I thought it would be. What's up, Lucas? No, I didn't hold it. I cut it for like, I think 200 bucks. I could have held it, but I think it was because it was 5 micros instead of 1 mini. I was looking at a take profit of like 120 points, and that is an insane that's a pretty crazy take profit. Next time we talk to Trump to post a tweet, my man. NQ starting to slow down a little bit. Let's see, if I put in 5 micros, I can hold for about 100 points, 580. We held Globex pretty decently. Oh, there it goes. Am I a fan of oatmeal? I don't really like oatmeal. I feel like I'm not really a big like sweets kind of guy, and I feel like oatmeal is more like on the sweeter side. I think grits is the saltier version of oatmeal. I think I like grits better. Southern Roots. What if I just click this buy button now? What if I click it? What's stopping me from clicking this? You low-key want to long it too? I'm gonna long it so we can dump. NQ is losing some of its steam. You see ES made a new high. NQ couldn't. We're still below 700. But if I enter in with 5 micros, I can hold until 585. So then my thesis should be, do I think we are going to drop to 585 here? Oh, I don't know. That looks possible. Now, do I want to give it a shot at Globex Open? I think I do. I already missed the first Globex Open trade, which was right. No, I've missed the first 2 already. One of them here and one of them here when I was monologuing and doing my math. Give me like one more red candle and then I'll jump in. But for motorcycles or cars, which one is your favorite or dream one? I like cars a lot more. I don't really have a dream car. I'm not really a big car guy. I currently drive, it's an older car. Well, not, I guess it's not that old. But I currently drive this. It's pretty reliable. I think I looked up once on like Kelly Blue Book, and it's like one of the more, I remember it won like a year where it's like, it's very, very reliable. 2015 Q5. Now what's sucks about this car is that excuse me, my car didn't come with Bluetooth, so I had to like buy some adapter that was specifically for Q5s. Oh, this is literally my car. This literally looks just like my car. It's like black, navy black. I don't really have a dream car, but I feel like all the newer cars are really nice. There was a new Toyota that I thought that was really nice. New Toyota. Or maybe like, what, the RS, was it the RS7? What is the RS8 or 9? These ones look sick. I do like Lexuses though. Lexuses are very nice. Yes sir, the Toyotas. They get pretty expensive for a toy. Was it a sedan I was looking at? This was my first car ever. In high school, I was driving the mom car. It was literally this one. It was like silver, I think. But these apparently can run to like 400k miles. Wait, hold up. This is it. I said I would and I will. Oh shit, this is minis. Hold on. I almost fucked myself. Let's do 5 micros. Let's just hold on to it forever. I'm gonna enter in on some evals as well. But only because like let's see if we crash here. I'm just entering in 2 evals. I'm gonna keep it light. Let's see which car. Let's see the. Do you know what year you have? Oh shit. That boy's got a truck. You're the guy that people want as a friend when they're moving or they need to pick something up that's big. My friend wanted a truck. I forget which one he wanted. I think he wanted like what, the classic one, right? The Ford F-150. Trucks are super expensive, like extremely expensive. I think the newer ones start at like 70K. Like let's look up 2026 Ford F-150. Here, car guys, I'm looking deep into my cars. Do you mod them or anything? My friend has a 150. It's super useful, a truck. Yeah, no, I heard like, or no, there's been like so many times where I'm just like, damn, I wish I knew a guy with a truck. I do enduro and motocross. I'm not sure what that is. My friend's really into cars. He's still has a car from high school that he's working on. It's a, what's it called? It's called a Fair Lady. He has 300. It looks fucking sick. Like that old school kind of vibe. $606. Okay, the evals. One of the evals hit take profit. Oh wait, no, this one needs 500. So this one needs to be TP'd at 693 basically. Wait, hold up. So one eval hit TP, the other one needs 6603. I remember this one because this one needs more. It needs to hit, oh, it needs 400 bucks, not 500. Okay. Okay, so TPS 688 for my eval. Oh shit, sorry. The evals I can't show because the I'm trading Fun&X evals and it has my full name on it. So that one I can't show. But I can show this one. I can show my Top Step account. Can I just hold this overnight? What it feels like I should be doing. But this is the position that I'm in. Cost basis 6650. A little bit higher than what I wanted. I wanted, what is this, like 562 is where I wanted it. So the two Fun&X evals TP'd at, oh, they already hit TP. If it dips again, I'm going to enter with some more evals. SVJ. What car is that? Oh shit, this car looks freaking sick. This is like the cars that I would drive on the on the car games. What is it? Horizon. Yeah, I think a dream car would also be one of these, like a Ferrari or a Lamborghini. But I don't know, I never really, not that super deep into it. I like cars that I can drive to the ground and give to my kids. So basically Camrys. Basically Camrys or any Lexus. Lexus engines are built to last for a very long time. ES is pretty strong. If ES continues going up, I wouldn't be surprised that it's going to keep pulling NQ with it. If I had one more monitor, I can show like if I had one more monitor, I can have one monitor only for my prop accounts, and then I can like clip the DOM without showing anything else. In case I accidentally leak my full name, but I can basically clip this part, and then it would show my position, and then plus or minus whatever P&L. But my table's kind of not big enough for that. I have 2 monitors and it's basically taking up the whole space. I don't love how weak ES, or I don't love how weak NQ is right now. But if ES continues being extremely strong, then it's not going to matter how weak NQ is. So I think this closed the gap. Is it mission complete for ES now? Now are you going to sell off or what? If you have a newer monitor, you should be able to have an option to attach it to a hook, and then it's more space friendly for smaller tables. Shoot. I don't know how new my monitors are. I have a Dell and an Acer, but I don't know what year. And what do you mean by a hook? Right now I have they're not on their stands anymore. I bought like sort of like a mounting thing for it that's like connected to my table. Is that sort of like what you're describing? Attaches to a hook. Oh, okay, that's what you meant by a hook. Yeah, right now I only have a 2 version, like a 2 monitor version. I could buy a 3 monitor version, but my monitors are weird. Like the way I think what is it called, like the Vega spacers, whatever that the mounting system in the back, they're like uneven. So like one monitor is like 3 inches higher than the other monitor, and I can't really I bought like a cheap one from Amazon, so it's not like I can adjust it like sideways but not up and down. So if I do get a 3rd monitor, it would have to be like a monitor that's above these 2. Now if we sell off from ES, it's going to be pretty bad for NQ. And what sucks is that if ES goes to its lows, we're going to be decently far away from Globex, which I don't like being below Globex when I'm long. Let's see, maybe we'll just barcode. I still want to take a shot if we drop below to 7375. I still want to take a shot if we go here, which means I'll just leave this account up. Like I'll just hold on to it. 7375 would probably be 633-ish. Yeah, probably around 635-ish. You want to set up a stop loss today? Well, my stop losses are usually the daily loss limit, which is basically 1K. If I could, I would set no stop loss, but I have to. Or like they force me out at 1K. Which kind of sucks because then if I want to trade negative RR, it would take a pretty long time to build up a decent buffer. But I feel like a lot of my accounts are having that daily loss limit now. Top Step has a daily loss limit. What other account has it? My for the Futures Builder account had it. I guess Apex had it too. Here's that 584. Mine's at 566 basically. I have basically 2 levels of support that I basically praying to hold, which is 7375 and 600 flat. So 600 flat, 7375. Other than that, there's not much. Oh, and I have 616. 616. You're gonna do 600 flat. I like to move mine like a little bit below the hundreds level, just in case the volatility just like I've seen some where it'll go to like 596 and then it'll bounce. So I like to give it a decent amount just for volatility because it's hard to have a perfectly flat. Like let's say for this one, right? You wanted to short here. You shorted here with a type stop loss at 600. This candle reached 601. If you can see it on the top right here, it hit 601 and then it went down. So I like to give it a decent amount, and the stop loss like range I give it depends on volatility. If volatility is very high, then if I was short here, then I would give it like a lot of room, maybe like 30-40 points above. If volatility is low, or by volatility I mean VIX, right? If VIX is high, I'd put it like here. If VIX is lower, then the 600 point to me personally would be invalidated at like 610, 615-ish, around like here. Isn't it wild that these crazy days are just normal now? Yeah, it is pretty crazy. I feel like the longer that you trade, the more of these crazy little like days, weeks, etc. that you'll experience. So it's pretty cool to live through or trade through like a time like this. Like if we keep going higher and higher, I mean that would be like historic. That'd be pretty cool to be, you know, trading part of history. Like 6 weeks of green. When was the last time we had 6 weeks of green? Oh, it doesn't go that far back. History in the making. Any place to add lower or add if it goes lower, just let it ride. I feel like this is like a let it ride market. You just try to survive as much as you can long wise, and then you just let it play out. I only have 100 points of drawdown though. 100 points is not that much. I would feel more comfortable if I had 200 points of drawdown. And if I add, even if I add one micro, it's gonna decrease my total drawdown by too much. Lowix open was tested 7 times. Yeah, you don't like to see that. You want to see like 1 test or 2 tests, and then 40 to 50 points up. I think we got like 20 points from the bounce. Or what was the bounce here? 63, 97. Okay, so about 33-ish points. But the fact that it was 1 candle is not a good sign. Like I like to see move up at least 30 points, and then usually like a higher high as well, and then we can and then just hover and then dip and then buy again. But these gnarly wicks are not a good look. Let me double check the mag 7. Oh, come back to Globex open and bounce back. I might consider shorts. That would be a pretty good idea, especially with NQ being this week. All right, mag 7s. Here we go. Everything is just slightly red. Damn, Nvidia went up 5% today. That's insane. How'd you do this morning, afternoon, during trading hours? I think I did okay. I think it was like, what, 1 win, 1 loss. It just kind of sucks because I can't trade as much as I want with 7 accounts. Like ideally I would have 20 plus. That's when I have like the most freedom to trade. But with 7 accounts, it's like I can take 2 trades and that's it. 2 to 3 trades, depending on how much, because if I take 1 trade, I take with 2 accounts, DCA in with 2 more, that's already half my accounts gone. So maybe I have to jump in with one account at one entry, DCA with only one more account. That way I can split up all my accounts to about 4 to 5 total trades. I'm still thinking about adding more firms to my list, but I can't really find any decent ones. I think I trade with all the best firms right now. Lucid, My Funded Futures, TPT, Top Step, and Fund Index. I checked out Alpha, but their accounts were too expensive. What's your opinion on Fivers? I think Fivers is a Forex group. I haven't checked them out. Have you tried Funded Futures Family? I actually did. I should add them back in. Yeah, they were one of the accounts that I traded. I think I made like 2 or 3 payouts from them, and then I lost the accounts. I just didn't bother adding more. But I could. I think they added like a new account type. Let me look them up again. They added some new stuff. And I think they increased their payout cap, if I remember correctly, because previously their payout cap was like 10K or something. Oh, I can't log in. Okay. Oh, okay. Why can't I log in? Dude, I'm not getting blocked. This is what I'm seeing when I try to log in. All right, I guess I can't use them. Let me try with a different browser. Sometimes when I can't, like when Tradeify had a new, when Tradeify had a new dashboard, I had to go on incognito to access their pages. So I probably have to do that here too. Their velocity accounts are $32 right now with no activation fee. Wait, that's like, wait, what? Hold up, velocity. I think that's their intraday trailing account. Yeah. %40 consistency. Oh man, dude, this account is like, oh shit, am I, what's up, Ryu? No, I was just looking at we were talking about dream cars and I wanted to see someone's dream car. No, I would not buy one of those. I forgot that was still in my on the screen. I think if I bought one of those, it would ruin my life. I wouldn't be able to afford it. You know, no, I'm not doing that well. I'm doing good enough, you know, enough to pay the bills and live comfortably. Not enough to, like, you know, go crazy and buy like a sports car. Maybe I'd buy like a used Lexus. I do like my Lexuses. But a better me, I'm looking at their velocity accounts. It's $32, but it's like, this may be one of the hardest accounts I've ever heard of. So it's a 4K profit target. 2250 loss limit, and it has a 40% consistency rule. Is that a truck, Ryu? Let me look that up. I was just telling somebody else where it's like you always want to know a guy with a truck, because there's been so many times where I'm like moving or doing something, I'm like, dude, I wish I had a truck. It's bomb proof, like actually bomb proof, like explosive. What, or is that like a car saying that I don't know about? Looks pretty sick. Oh, you have to full port 2.5 times. Yeah, exactly. It's doable, but it's like it's very, very tough. Intraday trailing drawdown is not meant to be traded normally. It's, for me personally, I think intraday trailing drawdown is meant to be full ported. No, not actually. Okay, gotcha. It's just super reliable, known to be present in pretty much every global conflict. Gotcha. Does intraday stay for funded too? I think so. Well, actually, I don't know. If it doesn't stay for funded, that would be actually really nice. What I would do is I would just probably straddle the open. Find a time of high volume, straddle it, and then try to get what, 40% of 4,000. It's like excuse me, that's like 1,600 or something. But to pass in 3 days you would need, yeah, 1,600. So with 2 minis you would look at 40 points, which is pretty doable if you straddle and open. But then you'd have to decide how much you want to risk, if you want to risk all your accounts at once, things like that. I personally don't like risking all my accounts at once. I think for Funded Futures Family, I think the one I did was oh, their straight to funded is pretty cheap. 469. It's pretty cheap. I think the one I bought was what, Premier Plus. Here comes our bounce. This is you want to see some volume up here. You don't want to see this is pretty weak. Or was it Prime, the one that I got? Was it? What's the difference between Prime and Premier Plus? Trying to make something happen with TPT past 50k EO today. Nice. Blew your Lucid 50k flex funded. Yeah, I blew my Lucid Live account, but now I'm back with the Lucid Max account. They're pretty expensive, and there's no discount on it because it's a straight to live account basically. Does NQ follow ES? There are times where one is weaker and one is stronger, and during those times I hate being long at the weaker pair and I hate being short at the stronger pair. So right now I kind of hate the position that I'm in, gonna be honest. And you can see it right here, right? And the second I said the disconnect was right here when ES made a higher high, and I guess like it barely made a higher high, but this is a noticeable higher high. That was when I noticed, and I was like, uh-oh. And as you can see, this rebound versus this one. But basically, if ES was to go all the way up here, NQ will follow. How far will it follow? I'm not sure. What's this Prime account? I gotta wait. What's the difference between these two? I'm so confused. I think I'm gonna start trading with Fun and Futures Family again, just because I need more. I need more funded accounts. Let's see. Our plans. Can you describe? I think there's. Excuse me. One of these has like an activation fee, right? From what I understand. For anyone that can help me, I passed the CPC eval today. My dashboard has updated to reflect, but I don't see the option to upgrade my account. Oh, I had a friend that had a WRX. I think it was STI as well. But I think he, what is it called? I think he waterboarded his account, or not his account, but his car. I think it was lowered as well. It was storming one time, and he drove his girlfriend to a downtown place, and there was like a it was uneven. So then there was like this huge like dip, and like a bunch of water got into his I think into his engine or something. I think it was total. It's pretty sad. But okay, you passed your TBT. Your dashboard has updated to reflect. I did not see the option for my account. Sometimes it takes a while. I usually have to get like an email from them first, where it's like, you know, like, congratulations, you passed your account. And when you do pass it, and they start checking everything on the back end, you'll see your account disappear from Trade-of-8, and that's like the first sign that you're getting ready to be able to update your account to Pro. Yeah, of course. All right, where are we at now? Might be cooked? Yeah, it feels like it, right? I've been seeing this happen too many times. And I think what I need to do, like, the second we got that higher height and you didn't get it, I should have been waiting on a pullback on a green candle to short the weak repair. If you keep an eye on how when there's like a difference like this, excuse me. I just feel like just being short here is, especially like that rally up we just got from ES and NQ just being a slacker. Oh, we are bearish higher time frame. Oh, what time frame are you talking about? Like 15? Excuse me. Whoa, that doesn't look good. That's pretty ugly. But this is a very big difference actually. For an overnight session, let me get rid of this drawing. I mean, look at this. Higher high, higher high, higher high into a hammer where we get this. I mean, this is just ugly. A 4 hour and 1 hour just to confirm direction. I don't really look at those too much, but I could check it out. 1 hour, 4 hour. Ooh, that is pretty ugly, huh? Let's see. And there's a few things I like to do in a world, and one of them is to hold a loser for way too long. One of my favorite things to do, actually. Excuse me. Dude, I went to a festival recently. I think like 2 weeks ago. I think I got like bronchitis from it. I'm like coughing so much. And it's like bad coughs. Like I'm throwing up a lung here. Let's reverse psychology of the stock market, K-Dot. Like, this is obviously going down. This is gonna go down 200 points. So it has to happen. Throwing up a lung? Yeah. Throwing up a lung. You know, I've coughed myself, had it for about 2 days. Dude, did you guys hear about the cruise thing? There's like this really like crazy disease on on a cruise. Let me see if I can find it. What was it called? Like a HAPNA cruise ship virus. Here it is. Yeah, dude, I'd be terrified. And what's scary is that I think they landed. Okay. No, that's not that one. Hantavirus. I think people have already died from it, and I think it's very deadly, right? Compared to COVID, I think it's pretty deadly. And I think someone let them dock. Yeah, so they tried to request docking from certain places, and a bunch of people were like no, or a bunch of countries were like no, and I think they just recently docked. Low-key top tick did once using reverse psychology. It works 100% of the time that it works. I think one person, one of them died recently, and they were on a plane. And it seems to be like, I wonder how contagious it is. Fun of Futures family has worse microscopic policy than Lucid. 50% of profits has to be longer than 20 seconds trade. Ooh, okay, gotcha. I never ran into that issue. But yeah, micro scalping for 20 seconds. It's not the worst. 2026 is a world full of shit so far. Yeah, that's what it feels like. E-files, War in Iran, Hansen virus, all the dead and missing science. Oh, dude, I heard about that too. The dead and missing scientists in the US, and I think other countries, the scientists are also dying. I have no idea what's going on. I feel like every year we're trying to beat the previous year and like the worst things that can happen. and I think some of the scientists were like, I don't know, I feel like a couple of them were like, they had notes or something where it's like, I'm in danger, something scary. Okay, so it was a Dutch cruise ship. This doesn't, I don't feel good about this because I'm going on a cruise in February. This is not good news to get. Two patients landed in the Netherlands. Oh, here it is. Another patient was evacuated on a separate flight. This was the one I was talking about. And I'm pretty sure this patient, oh wait, the patient is in stable condition. I thought one of them died after a flight. 5 other people got sick. It says it's rare, so hopefully it's not. Oh, here it is. Most strains cannot spread person to person. Okay, that's good. Oh, I didn't finish reading. Okay. Most strands cannot spread person to person, but the Andes strand, which is this outbreak, can. Oh, okay, perfect. Oh. All right. Doesn't spread easily, requiring repeated close contacts. Okay. Okay. That's good. Excuse me. Passengers were hunkered down on board as officials in Spain on Wednesday laid out plan to receive the ship with 150 people. They gotta, like, I think they're quarantining them. I think that's a smart thing to do. There were some Americans on the ship who have already returned home. Huh? Okay. So who knows who these two have been in contact with. 2 Georgia residents are being monitored. What's up, Mr. Dav? I guess we'll just keep an eye out on this. I'll keep reading the news and see if anything crazy happens. What's up, Trade C? Start of the zombie apocalypse? Dude, I'm not ready. I don't even have a gun. All I can do is lock my doors. This is it? Dude, don't say that. I still have my Japan trip and a cruise. I'm gonna be so sad. Some of my friends do, so I would go to their house. I would just have them. I would just be safe with them. Oh, you don't either? You sold all of yours when you moved to Mexico? Dude, there are some times where I wish I did have one. And I'll tell you a story. This happened, I think, 3 weeks ago. And you're in 4, there's plenty of guns there. Dude, I'm pretty sure there's no, they changed something where it's like you don't need a license to what is it called, like hidden carry. I don't think you need a license for that anymore. Like you can just have it on you. So basically any road rage incident could just be like the end of someone's life. So that pretty much sucks. Oh yeah, concealed carry, yeah. And yeah, that's why, like, if someone's like driving like an asshole, I'm just like, all right, man, fuck you. And then I don't do anything crazy like cut them off. But there was one time where I did wish I had a gun, and basically what happened was, me and my girlfriend, we were watching, like, you guys ever watch like those like top 5 like scariest like submitted videos where people submit like their craziest like haunted videos, witch videos, and stuff like that. And I usually never watch them. So one night, me and my girlfriend were, she convinced me to watch it with her, and there was one that really creeped me out. It was like a, it was like a, like a not a VHS, but it was like on someone's camera, where they're performing a seance. So this is a table, and this is everybody. And one of the ladies got like a really creepy face while everyone's eyes was closed. And then like her face was like, I don't even know how to describe it. It was like so distorted. And she was staring at like one of the other girls. And her, like, she had this huge crazy smile. And like her eyes were like getting like you know how like when you wake up tired you have like those eye bags and stuff, and you know how people like, they don't really clickbait it, but like the YouTuber would zoom in on the quote-unquote witch's face really slowly as she would smile, and it creeped me out. And then afterwards, this girl, she got like burn marks on her shoulders. So I watched this and I was like, fuck that. So I went to go to bed. So me and my girlfriend went to bed. In the middle of the night, at like, I would say like 3 a.m., I hear the loudest sound ever. It sounded like two burglars were breaking my door, or like we're breaking down a wall to my apartment. That's how loud it was. I'm not gonna lie, I was frozen in bed, and I was so like scared. I was like, dude, I'm gonna die tonight. I'm just gonna die. I have nothing here. I don't have my contacts in. I can't see. I'm just gonna die. And then after like after 2 or 3 minutes, nothing happened. So I went to check out the noise. And you know what's scary? My mirror fell. My mirror fell off my wall. It is a huge mirror. It's like 4 feet across. Not 4 feet, but it's like 3 feet across wide and 3 feet across, you know, long and wide. And what was even scarier, I was creeped out by this, is that my bathroom is cramped and the mirror fell and it landed face up with 0 scratches, 0 cracks. And the way that my sink, so I'll try to draw my sink area. So my sink is like this. So my sink is like this. Well, I'll draw the mirror. So from the mirror, so if this is the mirror, right, up and down, my sink is like this long, right? And the wall is like right here. So for some reason, this mirror fell and it did a 360 to land mirror side up. How did this mirror fall down? I'm assuming it hit this point, but how did it move 300, or how did it rotate 360 degrees to land mirror side up? No scratches, no nothing. The mirror was not cracked at all. I was so scared. I was standing in the hallway, just like staring at the mirror on the ground, just looking at myself, just to see if there was anything like scary about to pop up. I was so fucking scared. That was the part that creeped me out the most. There was no room for it to rotate 360 degrees, because it would have hit a wall and then it would have landed like this, mirror side down. But it landed like this, mirror side up. Fucking ghost, yeah. I was so, dude, I immediately, it was in the middle of the night, I called two of my friends and I was like, you guys gotta come here like right now. They're like, what happened? I was like, I don't even know, but like, you guys gotta come here right now. So they showed up in about like 10 minutes. Apparently it wasn't mounted very good. It wasn't mounted right. So, but like, what are the odds that the one night that I'm just like, all right, fuck it, I'll watch this scary shit with you, and I got creeped out by that one witch video, and then at 3 a.m. in the night, the mirror falls and does this impossible flip. I was so scared. And eventually I calmed down. I was just like, dude, if a ghost is here, they better pay rent. I'm so serious. And then another part of my brain was like, damn, I wish I was brushing my teeth and this mirror fell on me so I could like sue the complex. Because the reason why like it fell is because they obviously didn't maintain it well enough. And my friend works at Lowe's, so he knows, so he looked at the mounting system and whatever screw they used. And he was like, yeah, no, like wherever they didn't like screw it in all the way or something like that. I forget how it is, but there's like an anchor screw, like an anchor thing, and then you screw something into it to hold it better. And he says they didn't do a good job at that. Charging a ghost rent, I mean, like it didn't really hurt us, so you know that's good. But yeah, no, they probably have to charge us rent. Square? What, the mirror? No context, can't see is not ideal. No, it's not. I didn't have my contacts either. And of course we're selling off. It's another Globex open short. Oh, did it tap Globex open? Yeah, this was my fear. This is why I hate being long underneath Globex. Because of this exact situation right here. This is Globex. And this is why, like, you know, it's always an area of, it's always a key level for me. Now we're here. This is not what you want to see. My mom told me a lot of stories about paranormal shit where she grew up in Japan, but I've never experienced anything like it. Dude, the Asian paranormal like movies are so fucking scary. It's like, it's not just like creepy, like, or it's not just like jump scares or anything. It's like genuinely like so like creepy and scary, not like cheap jump scare wise. I think we watched, like, and a lot of them have won like awards or whatever for just being like really scary. What's Globex? Globex is the opening price at 6 p.m. or as soon as market opens. So you'll see me talk a lot about Globex open, which is right here. So you just go to this candle, and then you can you guys see this on top here? Yeah, you guys can. Okay. So if you go here, and then you go to open, you see the big O. So 68 or 28663. Your mom and dad told you something about some shit that happened to them in Okinawa while they were camping. Super strange shit. Dude, that's pretty scary. I keep forgetting which one I watched recently, but I watched something where it was like paranormal. I think it was either Korean or Japanese. Dude, it was so creepy. There was a really good twist at the end too, where it's like they bring it to the real world. Shoot, what movie was it? It definitely won like an award or something. But basically, I don't remember it, but the concept was like a bunch of paranormal stuff was happening, yada yada yada, And then there was this reoccurring theme popping up in the movie where it's like they would ask the audience for help. And it's basically like they call it like a symbol or a hand gesture or movement of protection. So they guide you through a bunch of like hand movements for protection, right? And they're like, oh, like this will protect me and my family from this paranormal thing, yada yada. And then at the end of the movie, it's like apparently that hand gesture was never for protection. It was to spread the curse, because if you spread it, if the curse is only for one person, like it's very, very strong. But if you spread it to like thousands and thousands of people, right, it starts getting like a bit weaker. So like the entire time you were part of it too. That was so creepy, because like at the end of the movie, it's like, oh shit. But it was a really good movie. I can't remember the name of it. It was a while since I watched it. Yeah, fuck that shit. Yeah, dude, I'm here to watch a movie, and when I leave the movie, I want to be done. I don't want to be a part of the. Don't put me in a horror movie. Hopefully it's all fake. It's excuse me. I want to start streaming as well, but I have a really bad laptop. I need a high-spec PC. How do I apply this avatar instead of your face? I don't want to show my face, so I need a way to apply this avatar for free. Yeah, this avatar is free. This avatar, I use something called Via DoTube Mini. So this avatar I literally just drew, because what this program takes is that it takes it takes PNGs of your character. So you basically create a character with a closed mouth, open mouth, and then blinking. And then it just cycles through it. And then you can add some other stuff, like while you're talking. Like if I'm talking and I want to shake, I'm like, oh, I'm shaking. I'm shaking. Or like when I talk, I'll shake. Talk and shake. Talk and jump. Drew of Microsoft Paint? Yeah, exactly. No, I literally did. I actually did. Your girl swears her mom's house is haunted. Dude, my girlfriend swears her yeah, she swears her grandma's house is haunted. And I think they have a house in North Carolina that she also thinks is haunted. She told me stories about it where it's like I think when her grandpa passed away, and it wasn't a scary story, it's actually a sweet story. When her grandpa passed away, there was like a random night where like they heard his slippers or something that was like what he did. It sounds sweet because it's not happening to me. I'm sure if you realize what was going on, you'd be like, dude, this is fucking scary. But I think that's what they told me. And then in their North Carolina house, they have, like in Florida, we don't have any basements. In the North Carolina house, they have a basement, and it's like, it's full of junk. And it's just kind of creepy. And I think in their basement, it's like really old wooden stairs down. You know, those ones stereotypical in the movies where it creaks a lot. And then there's a room in their basement, and I think we opened it, and it was a blank room with a random desk in the middle of it. It was so weird. Like imagine just a blank room, nothing. I think there was like maybe like a water heater, and there is like a like a student desk. This is the chair. Just in the middle. It's so weird. I was like, what the hell? Oh, you grew up there? Oh shit. Where were they? I remember texting her about this because someone else was also from North Carolina, and we tried to see if they were close by. Let me see. She has like all her cousins are up there. Her cousins, her grandma just moved up there. Um, I'm looking at North Carolina on my messages. I think like Winston. Yeah, yeah. They have they have a place in Winston-Salem and they have a place in Wilmington. You grew up in the Jacksonville area. Oh, interesting. I need to talk to her about that. Is that close or far from Wilmington or Winston? Do you stream on any other platform besides Kick? Kick? Huh? I I only stream on YouTube. If you found me on Kick, I would be very interested in how you found me. How do you connect this avatar start the stream? Do you use OBS for everything? No need for it. No, you might need a high speed Wi-Fi because sometimes I get buffering, and I have pretty decent Wi-Fi through Ethernet. What? Let me check my. Hold up. Let me go to speed test to check my speed, my internet speed. Okay, it's close by, like an hour north. Nice. Let me check my internet speed for you. Yeah, her little sister goes to North Carolina, a college there, and her grandma recently moved up. I can't remember if she goes to a retirement home or if she has her own place. But they were all like they're separated in like 3 or 4 different cities, not too close by to each other. Oh yeah, no, I don't stream on Kick or Twitch. I could. If I was smart and I really wanted to grow, I would be doing like Kick, Twitch, and TikTok. But I think Kick and Twitch has like a contract or something where it's like you can't stream at either of them at the same time or at both of them at the same time. Only thing you miss about North Carolina is North Carolina style barbecue. I like the weather there. The weather was nice. Didn't really have much food there. The weather was nice, and the area that we were in was very like nature heavy. Like the nature was pretty close to like nature was like incorporated into like the neighborhood. So like there was like huge trees. Like these trees are like huge, like 70 feet. They were beautiful. There's like these little like spillways, like little places where like water goes through. They lived in a very nice neighborhood. Your mom moved to Louisiana years ago. My dad and brother both passed away in North Carolina, so I have nothing left there. Dang, I'm sorry to hear about that. Do you visit your mom often? Must be in the western part of the state. Maybe. Also for B, my internet speed is 234.9 megabits per second download and 21.4 megabits per second upload. Yeah, it's always sad hearing about people passing. It sucks because like everyone has to go through it, and it's just like I don't know. I try not to think about it because it's like I remember my uncle passed, and I just recently I thought about him, and I was just like, oh right, because I checked our WeChat, and I think he sent me something for Christmas like 5 years ago, 6 years ago. And I was just remembering like he was like he was like the best uncle, like super nice. He had a pretty shitty life, you know, like his wife left him with his kid. He had to raise his kid by himself. He was like the nicest person. But he smoked like a ton of cigarettes. So he had the that machine for sleeping. I forget what it's called, but it's basically like a mask you have to wear. Um, and he passed away, I think. And I'm just like, damn, like I can never message him ever again. I can never call him ever again. Just get, yeah, really shitty part of life. Yeah, I think it was a CPAP machine. OBS Studio, yes, I use OBS for everything. I don't know any other software, and OBS is free, so I use that. Pretty sure it was a CPAP machine. Yep, yeah, he had that. All right, ES, take us home. Keep on going up. So it seemed like ES just wanted to fill the gap, which it did, and then what is that, like mission complete, and then it did it for a bit. Now we're here, the gap again. Next time I go to North Carolina, try the pulled pork barbecue. Oh yeah, for sure. I gotta try it. I I don't really like. It's hard to make good barbecue. I think I've only had good barbecue. I remember once because I went to Tampa recently for a festival, and we had a barbecue place, and it was like really, it was like popping. It was like there was like a line out the door, and like the food was decent, but not worth like that line that we waited in. It's hard to make good barbecue. I even went to Texas once for one of my internships. We went to the Stockyards, which is like downtown for Fort Worth. The barbecue was like all right. What's funny is that like the best barbecue I had was, I think it's a place called, I mean, you guys probably heard about it because I think it's a chain. I think it's called like Four Rivers. My last job ordered it for catering one time, so we got like we got brisket, like burnt ends, pulled pork. What else did we have? I think that was it. But we got like a, you know, it's catering, so we got like a shit ton. And I think we got some sides too, and it was actually really good. Oh, you feel that? You tried a lot of barbecue when I lived in Texas and had a lot that wasn't as great as what people made out to be. Yeah, maybe it was one of those places. I feel like downtown areas are very like hype driven, whereas you gotta find some like maybe some other places. Although a lot of the food that I had in Texas was really good. There was like yeah, for sure. There was I had like, I basically went out to eat every week. There was a sushi place I went to like maybe like twice a month or 3 times in a month. It was so good. It was like an all you can eat one where you just check out, you just put it on the menu, and then they make it for you fresh. And then there was a lot of really good Mexican food, like so good. And like not just one place. I went to like 3 different places. You went to Austin. People read about Terry Black. It's pure hype. Gotcha. What else did I have there? There was also like there was a Mexican like buffet style place, and they actually like for your table they made the tortillas like fresh for you like every X amount of like minutes. They bring it out in like this little container with like this heated cloth on top, and it was like the corn tortillas. Dude, it was so good. I can't remember what else I had, but I mean, I enjoyed my time in Texas. It was good. Come on, market. You want all-time highs, right? I know you want all-time highs. This is another one of those trades where I sit on it for like 5 hours. So I'm still holding on to this position. Earlier when we dipped, when I said I was buying on evals, those evals have all passed now. It was like right here. So those evals are passed. Now I'm basically just in this one. He made Taco Bell style crunch wraps the other day because wait, there is none? Dude, my girlfriend loves Taco Bell. She would probably be miserable there. They have a new crunch wrap item. It's called like the triple threat or something. It's like 2 layers. So you know how like the original crunch wrap has like one of those hexagon nacho things in the middle, like separating like I guess the ingredients. This new one has 2 layers of it, and it's like insane. There's no Taco Bell in Mexico, dude. It would probably, oh dude, you're right, it would probably like just fail. That makes a lot of sense actually. Taco Bell's more it's like the Americanized, it's like the Chinese food, where it's like there's no Chinese food in China, but you have Americanized Chinese places here. My parents actually ran a couple of Chinese places, and now they run a they own a like one of those Japanese style, like the ones you find in the mall with the chicken teriyaki. Dude, I eat so good when I go home, because I love those. It's like rice, vegetables, and then chicken teriyaki. They tried to put one in Mexico City years ago and it flopped hard. Oh, dude. Of course, yeah. And it's funny because Taco Bell, once you start thinking about it, it's like the same ingredients, just in different forms. It's like meat, meat, cheese, lettuce, and then you can have it in a taco form. You can have it in a burrito form. And then you have it in a crunch wrap form. Versus actual Mexican food. The authentic places that I go to, it's so much better. I love street style tacos. I also love birria, even though it's kind of like overhyped, I think, compared to some other street tacos. I do like some I do love some tongue, and like beef tongue is pretty good. There's this one place that I went to with my friends close to Disney, and what's crazy was that like all my friends were making fun of me because I was like, guys, I found it on Yelp, it has really good reviews. We drove to it, and we drove to a gas station, and it was literally the next door to the gas station, and they were all laughing, and I was like, guys, we have to try it. The best tacos of my entire life, like the best. We all went for a second round. Like we ordered like 3 tacos each. We were like, this is insane. And then we went back for 3 more. Like we didn't leave the restaurant, we just ordered more. Oh, you cook some of the American style Chinese food down here? It's not very good here. I can't find General Tso's chicken at all. Yeah, sometimes I get like a craving for it. But we have a couple good places here. Yeah, actual Mexican food, but you like Taco Bell and Chipotle? Oh, dude. There was one week where I was buying Chipotle every single day. Because I work remote, so I just drive to Chipotle. I buy like 2 bowls, and Chipotle bowls are like they're like fat. Like they will like load that shit up. And it's usually good for like 2 meals, because I would ask for like extra rice, extra beans, extra lettuce. The rice, beans, and lettuce already fills you up to here. Basically anything that's free, I will get extra of because I like my free stuff. Yeah, it was I think I ordered, so I think I ordered when I went, it was like for like 5 days. I would get 2 bowls. So 2 bowls was like, and I get the cheapest ones. It's like chicken. So it's like 880. So this would feed me for like a whole day plus the next day, because I can have like 1 bowl, split it in half and eat it like that. So it's like about like a little under 20 bucks to feed me for 2 days. That's not bad. Plus it's like it's really good. You're hungry right now? What time is it there? Is it late out? It's already 9:25 here. My streams go on for way too long for the overnight. I work and then I stream. Yeah, I think in California it gets pretty expensive. 725? Oh, okay. Usually when I have a trade on, I stay until the trade hits, but I don't even have a price target for this trade. I'm gonna leave it on. I don't really have anything else going on right now, but I'm probably gonna close up shop here. I'm gonna hold on to this for a while. Who knows? Maybe it'll hit TP, maybe it won't. We will see. Whoever joined, thanks for joining. Thanks for watching. You know, good luck on your trading, guys. And all-time highs, right? You just buy and pray. That's what it feels like. We'll see what New York has to offer. Have a good night, guys, and trade well. Peace.